So this is the analysis of the trade which I took on 1st of the June and got my SL hit. So uh, I'll show you what was the reason behind it. So when I just look into the chart in monthly, I found that the previous OV was already mitigated and we broke behind below the monthly OP. So pretty much I had a conclusion that we are already in downtrend and this was the OB from where the actual fall started. So we did hit the OB of the monthly and we were retesting the lower levels. So I went to weekly. So in weekly it was pretty much clear that yeah, we were in a downtrend and there was a thing which I observed when I was looking through the weekly charts. This was the weekly high and this was the weekly low. So at the weekly high, the price was failing to make the new high over here. So I was concluding that the price is not strong enough to go above this level. So I prefer to take an entry in a short trade. So uh, just to keep my chart clear. So sorry about my slow net. Yeah. So this is the weekly daily chart. So in daily chart, we can clearly see that there was a low over here and this was the high. So we uh, did broke the low of the daily levels. So uh, daily was also confirming the short trade over here. So I went to 1 hour to confirm the trade over here. So clearly that let's get to 4 hour first. So here we can see that we are having two or three OBs over here, but this one was something which caught my eye, and pretty much I was not much sure about that, but still I was thinking that we are having an OB over here, but this was the low which was being created. So I thought that price can respect these kind of uh, what do we call it breakdowns of this structure that BUS. So this was the high and this was the second high. So pretty much I was thinking that when I went to 1 hour, when I went to 1 hour, we can clearly see this was the invalidation point from where the actual fall had started, and we made a double top here. This was the invalidation point. Let's mark it as invalidation point. Price failed to make a new high from here. Uh, so this is invalidation point. You can say that this was also the invalidation point over here. Price failed to make a new high. So there were two invalidation points over here, and the thing which caught my attention was not only this. I moved to the smaller time frames. So to there was a thing that when I moved to 15 minutes, this was the OB which wasn't mitigated. So actually, it is mitigated. There was something I saw. Wait, let me show you. It was just it wasn't just 15 minutes. There was an OB which was not mitigated. Perhaps I placed my trader the wrong area, I guess. No, this is right at the right point. Okay, so uh, let's run this trade over here. This area was already mitigated, and this was the high. And we were just maybe I'll recall when I reached this area. So I went in 1 minute. Come on, come on, show me. Okay, 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 okay. No. Did I choose a different chart? USD CAD? No. So the trade was executed at 6. Yeah, this was the level. 6:35 and 5 minutes. I guess this is a different chart. No. Ah, sorry about that. I did place the chart at the different position. Yeah. So this is 1635. Then my entry was here somewhere. My entry was here somewhere like 6:30. I was also confused. 6:35, 6:30, 5:35 is here. So I took the trade somewhere here. Yeah. So we were, let me clear this out. I was seriously thinking that it's not been mitigated. So uh, we were already having this OB over here, which was not mitigated, and the price had started to make new lows over here. Just look at this. One low, and this was the second breakdown of the low. So the price had broken this structure over here. So I took an entry over this area after this retesting. So what I actually was planning, let me correct this. This was uh, the entry point was 2626603, and the exit point stop loss was at 2706. 26706. Okay. So this was my entry, and this was my stop loss. So pretty much I had an idea over here. This was the invalidation point, and we hadn't formed the invalidation point in 1 hour over here. So you can see that we hadn't formed any invalidation point since we were actually. I was just having this chart in my mind, and we had broken this structure in 1 hour. So I took a short entry regarding that small time frame was now started to had not started to make smaller sorry had started to break the lows, and so I considered it as a downtrend, and I took an entry over here after the second confirmation, and yeah, this is how the trade went. I'll a bit fast it so that it won't take much time. And yeah, I will tell you that where did I keep the target, so that what was my the actual problem over here. This was the target. Now I'll show you in 4 hours. So in the entry was at 1 hour and the target was at 4 hour. Okay. So let me show you in 1 hour how did we went. So we actually I'll mark the low so that I can show you that how much did we get. So this was the low, and I was planning to exit somewhere right there with a whole huge amount which I was having. This is like this is about 1:3 trade over here. I'll show you. This is 30 pips, and the stop loss is 10 pips. So 1:3 trade over here, and I could have booked my partial, but I didn't. So the just price reacted over here with the OB, and we took my uh, SL, and let me show you what actually happened after that trade. So this is 1 hour. This was the invalidation point. I show you this invalidation point was hit again, and just look at this. Just look at this. Okay. Are we gonna hit that TP? No, we didn't. So still, we could have exited here like this point when the OB was broke for the first time, and yeah, this could have turned into this bout. How many pips is this? 1:6 trade, and I could have wrote this trade with some amount, but it's okay. I'll keep that in mind for the second time.